Good evening. Thanks for joining us at 6. BART's board of directors is mulling over a so-called doomsday scenario involving historic cuts if voters don't bail the agency out in November. BART is facing a $376 million deficit and says it may have to close at least 10 stations along with service cuts and mass layoffs. It all hinges on a sales tax measure on the November ballot. Though not everyone is buying that's the only solution. Our Kelsey Thord breaks down the plan and what it could mean for riders.
Tyler Coe takes BART from the North Concord Martinez station into the city at least a few times a week.
I work in construction when our main office is near here. And so if I have to go to a job walk in the city, I know for factually it's going to take me 45 minutes from this stop to Embarcadero, whereas who knows how long it's going to take to get across the Bay Bridge.
The North Concord station is one of potentially 15 stations on the chopping block if voters do not pass a sales tax increase in November that would help BART address a more than $350 million budget deficit. If this station closed, Tyler told me his commute would get a lot harder.
It would add more time to just personally add more time to my day, because instead of 45 minutes from my office to the city, okay, now it's going to take an hour and a half. That's less time I can get work done. Or now I'm staying late.
During their meeting Thursday, BART's board of directors looked at a doomsday scenario to see what would happen if the sales tax measure failed.
On January 11th, we will implement the service reductions and layoffs.
Without the sales tax revenue, BART officials say they would have to drastically cut service, changing hours of operation as well as frequency of trains, and shut down from 10 to 15 stations, most in the East Bay, beginning in January of 2027.
This level of reductions have never been implemented by any transit agency, so it's a big unknown to us what the revenue impact of that would be.
But not everyone agrees with how BART is framing this. Deborah Allen is a former BART director who has long been critical of the agency's budget. She told me she doesn't believe this is an all-or-nothing situation.
I think that generally the public is seeing this ultimatum, this very stark ultimatum that they don't like, which is pay more taxes or we're going to shut down a large number of stations and go to, big, long headways between trains.
Deborah says she believes there are many other ways the agency can close its budget gap without reducing service. The main one, labor.
That means labor management. That means work rules. That means renegotiating the labor contracts that have not been renegotiated since 2013.
But Allen says she was met with swift opposition to that idea while on the board, and there's no indication the current board is looking at labor as a feasible option. Tyler told me he understands there are intricate issues related to any budget like this, but when it comes to approving a sales tax increase to help alleviate some of that burden, he has no problem with the idea of contributing his share. Taxes
are part of life. And I'd rather my taxes pay for something constructive that is benefiting everyone. I'm willing to eat that couple cents on sales tax.
So how much would this actually cost you? The ballot measure would raise the sales tax by half a cent in 4 counties: Alameda, Contra Costa, San Mateo, and Santa Clara and San Francisco. It would then jump by a full cent. The changes would then last for 14 years, raising about $1 billion a year. As we've mentioned before, the other transit agencies involved in this ballot measure are also facing steep deficits for the next fiscal year. SFMTA's shortfall is estimated at $307 million. AC Transit's is over $73 million. For Caltrain, $75 million.